Hey everyone, Steve is back in the shop. I really need to get this together, and this is going to reduce the speed of the input pulley as we've talked about in previous episodes. And I also need to either add to this counterweight or move it backwards, because this sickle bar is, I think, 2 teeth wider than it was built for. So that's what I'm working on today. I actually need to get this project going because I've got a field that needs mowing, and I'm kind of tired of using the new zero turn and beating that up. So this is my project. So if I weld this angle bracket here pretty much flush with the front of this David Bradley box, my pulleys are pretty well in line. Now obviously nothing's straight right now because this isn't actually there, but I'm going to hold that in place and tack it together and see what it looks like. That is as soon as I swap over that plug. I've got that tacked on in 3 spots, and it looks like maybe that angle bracket's going to need to be pulled in a little bit. And I'll probably throw a brace, from like there to there, or something, just to keep it upright. But I like that. It seems to be working pretty well, and the whole idea is to get this slowed down, and so I think that's going to work pretty well. Plus, I can run the outside PTO groove, which is a slower speed as well. So that's going to be good. The next order of business is going to be changing this tensioner. So this engine spins this, wait a second, I'll have to check on that. I think it spins this way. If that's the case, I need this to be straight because it's going to be pulling hard, and this can be tensioned. But either way, I've got interference there. Sorry for that brain fart, but sometimes if I just talk to myself, things kind of work out. So yeah, that's how things are looking. Pretty sure I was thinking a little too hard. If the roadkill guys can smash a header almost flat and still get plenty of horsepower out of a big block Chevy or a small block Chevy, I'm sure this 6 horse or 7 horse Kohler that I put in here isn't going to mind a little dent in the tube. So basically I'm going to need to space this tensioner out by just re-drilling that hole and moving that shiny rod over, so that way I can get that bottom belt back in line, and it should be just fine. I think that'll work pretty well. So I started moving that counterweight back, and I've got these drill bits that have like the pilot drill on them, and well, I made it through faster than I thought. So I put a pretty good hole in my hand, but luckily I've got a neighbor buddy who's 2 miles down the road, and he's a kind of an ex-paramedic or EMS guy, firefighter, and so he had all kinds of fun stuff that we basically just took a kind of a steering needle or something like that, and pressure washed all the crap out of my hand. Then we used some pre-surgery stuff to clean it up, but take my word for it, those drill bits, they don't even make anything that's worth trying to stitch up. So for the time being, I guess my Edward Scissorhands attachment on Steve is taking another break.